It's Tuesday, and it's Tea Tuesday, and it's with our awesome friend, Life with Patty, and Kathy's favorite things. This is an open collab. Anyone can join in. Anytime, any Tuesday. Share anything you want. Today, I'm going to be sharing. While I was in Arizona, I went over to my sister's place, and she shared a lot of great information about her freeze-dried machine. Here we go. Well, I'm over at my sister's house, and I thought I would share with you her freeze-dried machine that she got from Harvestright. Am I saying it correctly?
Yes. And this is the older model. The new model has 5 shelves instead of 4. And this is the medium, but the new mediums have 5 shelves.
Okay.
They're the same size, except the shelves are a little narrower to do the 5. It comes with the same compressor with the oil. So that's what the new ones are like. And
And about how long does it take to freeze dry something, or is there a limit on it?
24 hours to 48 hours, depending on what you're freeze drying. But most things are around 24 hours. And if you freeze the stuff before you put it in, it even cuts the freeze time down for the freeze dryer.
Okay. How much do you think it cuts it down? About an hour or 2 or more?
As an example, if I did fruit, it would probably, gets normally done in 24 hours. It'd probably be done in 18 hours.
It's a pretty big savings if you're doing a lot of stuff.
But I also have it set so it runs longer. So if it's going to be in the middle of the night, I'm not coming out here to do everything. I just have it where it'll run till the morning. So if I'm at church or whatever the times are, it just keeps everything good.
So you're supposed to keep it running until you're ready to mess with it? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. That's what I do.
Okay.
I just don't want it to get any moisture in it till I get it into the packaging.
Okay.
And the auction that keeps the moisture out of the bags. So
okay. And we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go over here and see some of the bags that she's already done. Now.
Okay. I like spaghetti sauce with spaghetti squash because it doesn't mess with my sugars. So this one is the spaghetti sauce with the spaghetti squash, and this one over here is with just spaghetti. So these are 2 full meals, and
so if you got company that wants the real thing, they can. If they want to be vegetarians, they can do the spaghetti squash.
Well, the spaghetti squash is because it has less carbs.
Yeah.
And I'll send you the pictures what these look like. I did some lemons with sugar and without sugar, and I'll send you the pictures of those. This is what they look like after they were bagged up. But I'll pull them up and show you, send you the pictures on the trays. I just added sugar on top of the...
And she gave me some tea she made, and this lemon slice was freeze-dried. She just stuck it in there, so you could have these just bagged up in there to 1 or 2 slices at a time and not have any waste.
Exactly.
And it tasted just fine.
Let me find that.
I just wanted to mention this, she mentioned it, that when you're cutting up fruit, like lemons and oranges and stuff, if they have seeds in them, you need to take the seeds out before you freeze dry them, or you should. And so I just thought I'd mention that. Now, when you're talking seeds, now, you know, strawberries have seeds. You don't have to worry about those.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the seeds, like in oranges and in lemons.
Okay.
Those, if you were doing apples, take the seeds out of the apples.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
I actually like to peel the apples. I don't like the
skins.
The skins when I do it, and then they taste better with cinnamon on top of the apples. Don't put sugar on
just cinnamon, huh?
Just cinnamon on the apples are sweet enough. But my daughter-in-law likes the lemons with the sugar and without. I can't have sugar, so, and you're the one you had, is just the lemon, no sugar on that one. But
that's fine.
That's why it shows this way, so what they know who it is. So if I get it, I don't want to get the wrong one.
The great thing about freeze drying, having a machine like she does, she's a diabetic, and she also has to watch her salt intake also. She knows how she's cooking her food. She knows how she's doing it, just like the sugar problem here too. She can monitor everything she's putting in her recipes, It's sort of hard to do that, even if you have a label. You don't really know if what they say is in it, right, Patty?
No, you don't.
You really don't. And you don't know what kind of artificial sweetener they're using, or if you even want it, and if you're allergic to something. So it's really a good idea if you have the extra money. I do not have, but of course I have a sister that I could whine and cry to until she freeze-dried everything I probably wanted. She'd probably do it for me. Might have to stay out here a year to do it. And now we're going to show you how she seals everything up. Now here's a package of her summer squash she's already done. As you see, she put a picture on it. She put the date that she did it and what's in it. And that way she knows exactly what's in this package. And when she gets done freeze drying it, she puts one of these little packets inside this with the freeze dried, keeps the moisture out, keeps it fresh. And how long is it supposed to last? 25 years? And it's a pretty good deal. And she also freeze dries a lot of her leftovers too. So you can freeze dry really any kind of food you want.
Yes.
And the great thing is she can break it down into portions for herself, because she knows about how much she eats. And that also saves her money in the long run. And if you're buying these things from somebody else, when they have meat in them, they're pretty expensive, right?
Right. And I have freeze-dried a lot of meat. And I freeze-dried a lot of eggs. And
we know that food prices keep going up, up, up. And even though she probably spent quite a bit doing all this, in the long haul, 5 years down the road, probably everything she spent for all the food she's going to have, if she still has it, it might be double or triple.
Well, everything is going up freeze-dried. Now, I'm going to say I've had the machine now about a year and a half. I know with everything that I freeze-dried, if I purchase it from the freeze-dried people, it is more than paid for my freeze dryer, period. And especially when you buy the meat, but I always cook it. Like the hamburger, I cook it up, I drain off the fat, and then I freeze-dry it. And then I do exactly like she said. I put it in a bag, usually approximately 1 pound prior to freeze-drying, because it loses probably 60% of its weight. And then I put one of those oxygen things to keep the moisture out of it, so it's good.
So don't forget, you got to put this in every time with every meal.
And so I've also done it with, I'll buy a roast, I'll cut up small pieces like you're going to do a stew or a soup. And I always cook my meat, and then I put it in a portion from approximately 1 pound before being cooked, so it would go into a kettle of soup. And all the different vegetables that I have freeze-dried, I throw them in with it, and while it cooks, they'll be done quite quickly because the vegetables take very little time to cook. They're the only things that are raw, and the meat is already cooked, so you have your soup in probably 15 minutes. Just put your seasoning that you want.
Doesn't that sound like a pretty good diet? And when you figure you got to go to McDonald's and get in the drive-thru, that takes a long time. And when you have to thaw things out of the freezer, that takes a long time too.
But what I'm talking about when I do the soup that way is you can make a soup that's for more than one person. I have what they call MRA containers by Wallaby. I take a portion of what I would do for soup, put one of those, just like when I did my backpacking. You put your hot water in there for approximately 10 minutes and you've got your soup already done. And that's what I take with me when I go on trips now, that's already done in the amount that I want to eat. Along with casseroles, I do that. And different things that I made up just for one person that's already done, ready to eat. The other things I have ready is to make like a big pot, because you need to feed a lot of people. You know, anywhere from maybe 4 to a dozen, who knows? You just add more, whatever the ingredients that you have is freeze-dried, and then you have that.
You got a package for 4 servings, and then if you're going to have 8, you got 2 packages in it. If you're going to have 12, you 3.
Right, something on that order. So
yeah, that is it.
This is the MRE ones for like you want one meal. Take backpacking.
So this is the package for 1 meal, so you know that this is the size you need. And she also has a new one over here.
For larger amounts. For
larger amounts. And this package came with 50 food storage. And it's, how many people, what can you put food in that for? Like 4?
Well, it's 2 quarts, whatever you put in.
Okay, so it's 2 quarts. Oh, it says it on it. Medium size, 2 quart. 8 by 12 by 3
inches. You can get them
inches.
clear up to a gallon if you want them.
Oh, see, you can do anything you want, guys. Well, just trying to give you some ideas and some hints what you could do, how it works. I hope you enjoyed this informational video. And we didn't go over and check the sealer out, and we'll go do that right now. And here is the little machine that seals up the bags to keep everything fresh. So, thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you for all your love and support. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And this was not sponsored by anyone. This is just something we thought that was important to bring to your attention. Oh. And here's something else she does. It isn't just in the bags. You can also put them in jars. This is celery already cut up, freeze-dried. And these are bell peppers. And you can just take a little at a time and use it for your soups, your stews, casseroles, anything you want. It makes it so much quicker on prep time. We're all working, we're busy people, and she also labels everything when she did them, for she knows how old they are and how fresh. Now, when you open these, do you need to put another one of those little oxygen things in there or not?
Well, you can, but once you open them, they just should be used up within 6 months for these 2 items. They're okay.
So if you use these up within 6 months or less, you don't need to put a fresh one in. But say you're not, or you've already been 3 or 4 months, guess then you can put another one in, right?
I suggest you get it used up once it's been open that long.
Okay, well, never mind. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Or I'd put these up because these would be used for cooking. I have smaller packages. You would just open for individual time. There's little packages.
Oh, okay.
Like you see that box down there that says onions, celery, mushrooms, like I sent to you, and the little packages.
Oh, okay.
And then I would put them in a bag like this. If I just wanted to make a short time, this is a small bag, I would just do it in, and then...
And here's smaller bags for smaller portions that you can use up quicker.
And not have to worry about it, but this is for your kitchen use.
But you know, we're all busy, and these are great things to think about. Well, we'll see you later. Hope you enjoyed the video.